The first public comment is from Monica Williams. Dear Council, Mayor, and community members, seller beware, the grift scam or confidence game.
So we're going to have to quickly, rapidly set up these kind of networks, using what we have. So I think that's the promise of this moment. It's going to catalyze some remarkable innovation. Capital is not the problem. It's how we organize to basically have it, achieve the biggest outcome. Go to where the people are. Go to where the entrepreneurs are. And I think that's really the promise of this moment. And I do think it's going to require a different kind of mindset, of a lot of our service programs where folks sit back and wait for the demand. We're going to have to go find the demand.
Yep, the citizens are the experts now.
Yeah.
And we have to find a ways to raise their voice.
This structure here in the middle used to be a beautiful fountain that flowed, and we did maintenance to keep it going. As you see now, they have a weeping cherry here.
But we think it has a good chance to be downtown. And I think maybe we've always talked about it at the Phoenix Center and so forth and so on. That might be a timely transitional point to engage, and we've had some additional conversations regarding the library annex. Technology that's in the buildings in Ottawa Towers.
We're learning as we go along too how people behave, social public entities, how they behave in relationship to design thinking. And we did all this generative community engagement work that got it to the point where this transaction was going to be taking place, and you would think that they'd be interested in keeping that alive and using all of that data that we collected, which we can show you we digitized everything and show you multiple boards and archives of sticky notes of community and all kinds of stuff. But to them, it was just a transaction, and it didn't even produce a program.
September 4th, 2021, and do we have it on the board yet? It's called Climate Disasters Will Strain Our Mental Health System. It's time to adapt.
That would probably be correct.
Is Thomas on?
Yeah, well, the community definitely needs to have input. We were at the city council meeting last night, and the council members were highly upset because they were saying that they demand that the community be involved in the decisions that are going to be made, allocate the funding. So we were glad to hear that. So they're planning on meeting with anybody who's interested in tabling that. So next week when they had a city council meeting, I think it would be a good idea for a bunch of us to be there, because the mayor literally is trying to make allocations of the money to what she wanted to go to, and they said no.
Right.
It's the citizens should come first. So it's a citizens first thing. That's number one. And number two, we should be there so that we can have some input.
Something that people will be confident in and comfortable with, and actually will help be part of the problem as we pull in the rest of the community and the rest of the environment. Right, so to build the new this is big, and I think the state government is delighted to be part of
and then you're not clean, they're not clean.
I sent an email to City Council and the mayor expressing my serious concerns and opposition to the approach. I also was quoted in the Detroit Free Press as raising serious concerns, because I will always fight for the best interest of residents and taxpayers, and there are details in that proposal and that deal that are very troubling and put our city and its residents at risk.
High floors.
Oh my God! This is going to be like the bohemian chic of places.